Today we made some nice lavender soap from our own lard and some tallow that we rendered, that we got from the farm school in Athol. And if you stick with this video, you can watch it on YouTube and see the whole process from start to finish. We are on the process of our soap making, where we just added the lye to the water. I should have been here for it, but I forgot to.
Yeah, well, we're making it again in a few weeks. So this is the lye in the water, which Leslie said is an exothermic reaction.
Nice.
So we just combine these two in a pot, and it heats up, and the lye dissolves. I don't know what
and as I feel the pot, it's.
You think it's how
It's
hot do you
hot.
think it is?
It's down here it burns my hand actually.
Yeah.
Down here at the bottom it burns my hand. It's not so bad there.
So we're gonna leave
You
this
stir it
sitting
a little bit
outside
again?
for a little bit. Yeah, I stirred it up until all the lye, you don't feel any sticking on the bottom of the pan, and it's all dissolved.
Yeah.
And we'll leave this outside to start cooling back down to about between 90 and 100 degrees. And then we'll show you the next step. So here in this pot we have our fats, which we will also, these are going to cool down to a 90 to 100 degrees. Julie started these this morning, and this is 2 quarts of lard that we made from the pigs we raised here, and then 1 quart of tallow, which is beef fat from the farms, purchased from the farm school, that we made just last week. So our recipe, we use 2 quarts tallow and 1 quart of, no, 2 quarts of lard and 1 quart tallow.
Right. And
It makes a nice, really firm, hard bar.
but not too hard. That's the thing.
not too hard.
I have found over the years when I would make it with all.
We used to make it with all lard, and it was a
too
little bit
soft.
softer.
Yeah,
But
and-
this is a really nice combination.
And when I made it with all tallow, it was too hard.
Yeah.
So why don't you just explain that recipe to us right now? We'll show a picture of it here, and you can go over it.
So here's our recipe. We're following this recipe here with the 2 quarts and the 1 quart. And we weighed out, we used our scale to weigh out the lye, and the water is 3 cups of water. And so once these 2 different solutions, or these 2 different, what's the word I want to say?
Solutions.
Components
Yeah,
of the
solutions or
soap are
components.
cooled back down, then we will combine them.
And add the essential oil.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we'll be back in touch. Right now we are in the process of mixing the lye water with the fat, and for some reason, I don't remember why, they always tell you that you need to put the water into the fat and not the other way around. But you want to do it very slowly, because if you do it quick, any of this stuff too quickly, you will find that it'll separate and you'll have a really nasty soap. And I only know this because I spent many years making really pretty low quality soap. So this is what do you feel anything going on there yet, Claire?
It looks nice. I mean, it's not thickening yet, but I don't know. It looks like it's emulsifying or blending really well.
Good.
That's
That's
a
what
nice,
we really want, a nice blend,
don't
nice emulsification or saponification, right, too? Leslie, can you explain to us what saponification is again?
Not off the top of my head.
No, that was not a good.
No, it's basically this.
Basically, when you add the lye to the fat,
Yeah, I
you have
think
this.
so.
You have a chemical reaction that causes it to
Something,
turn
yeah.
to soap. Yeah.
So after we've stirred for some time, we'll add our essential oil. We have
Yeah.
the essential oil weighed up in this little cup. This is lavender.
And one of the steps that you didn't see was I had melted the fat early this morning, probably like at 5, and it was off the stove by 6, and right now it's 9. And then we did that lye water routine probably just a half hour ago. Took it outside, it got hot, and we just brought it in and put the pan in a sink of cold water to cool that off. So we're looking, sadly our thermometer doesn't work, so we're just using our good, our hands and stuff to figure out what things measure. We don't want to put your fingers into the lye water because they'll burn, but you can put them on the outside of the pan and get a sense of how it goes. So, you know, this is a process that you want to start early and have some time. So if we're lucky, this will go quickly, and if we're not, it might take a couple hours. We'll just see. in which case we'll keep mixing and try to get it all really well, you know, emulsified, and then come back later as it sometimes it takes a little while to get the temperatures just right with one another, and it'll start to harden up. Okay, here we are. Now it's 9:35, and you can see that the soap is getting much more opaque. So Leslie is pouring in the lavender oil to give it a nice lavendery flavor. And we get it from these folks right here, the bulk apothecary people. I don't pay for the super expensive lavender oils because this is a lot, but it's, you know, still quite
I think it's still
quite dear.
It's called therapeutic grade.
Yeah, therapeutic
Silver
grade, but it's not the kind of stuff you get in little 6 milliliter bottles. So anyway, it makes a beautifully smelling lavender soap. And one of the things I wanted to say about our soap is that it lasts for so long in the soap tray, and our customers over the years have just enjoyed it so much because the bars will last 3, 4, 5 times longer than any other kind of soap that they get. So I think this nice combo of lard and tallow is 2 lards to 1 tallow is a really nice choice. Here's the moment of truth. This is actually rather difficult to get this just right, and Claire was stressing out just a little bit, but she always does an amazing job.
Yeah,
see
see
that?
how it pours? It's sort of.
Was a nice job here on the edge of that.
Uh-oh.
And we wanna, whoop,
Maybe I should use the measuring cup.
okay. You wanna,
Well, I don't know.
maybe for the last, the topping off part, you could use the measuring cup. When you want it, just add a little more here and there. It's really
Will you
starting
bring
to.
me just like a stainless spoon? A small. Oh, wait, I can use this.
Stainless what?
I think I got it. I just want to even this out a little bit. Okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm more focused.
Okay. There we go. Okay, have a little bit less.
You can hold it so it doesn't tip.
There we go. I feel much better with that when I'm pouring salve. I find it much better to use that. But there we go. It's a little less.
Yep. Did you tell about the silicone molds?
Oh, would you like to talk about them?
Well, I think it's. Is it a 5-ounce bar?
Yes, it's a 5
Yeah.
ounce bar. Yeah.
What did we use before these? We used to
Oh,
use
let me
something
see.
different, and it was much harder. These we ordered online. And so
Prior-
the bars are very consistently sized.
Back in the day, I used to use cardboard boxes with plastic wrap in them, and that was somewhat of a
And
mess.
it's very easy to get them out. They'll
Yeah.
sit in here for some time
Yeah.
curing.
The brand is Crafter's Choice.
Oh, okay. Great. But yeah, they're really nice quality. I think the soap making experience here has really upgraded over the last 40 years, I have to say.
Except we don't have a thermometer.
Well, we'll get one. See, we don't even need one anyway. So you know,
This is really nice.
just go with what you need to get. You know, don't over tool yourself because that's expensive. So just get what you need to get. So this will sit in these molds for, you know, I might leave them in for a week because we're making our peppermint soap next week, and we might just leave them over here in here to get nice and hard, and then we'll pop them out. They pop out really nicely if they've been done properly. If you've gotten that good emulsification, which is really so important to get that mixed well. And then we'll stack them on some newspaper somewhere and let them cure for a month, altogether a month. So today's the 9th of February, and
Leslie, you just hold on.
they should be all done by the 9th of March. And then we'll wrap them, and they'll be available. They're $10 a bar, and you can come pick them up at the farm or email me at julie@mhof.net to place an order, and I can ship them to you and then charge you for the shipping after that's happened. So best soap I think you'll ever find, and it's not really fancy. It doesn't have a lot of crazy colors in it and herbs and stuff that are, sometimes I like to get those, you know, amazing colored soaps and things, but this is just a really nice solid farm bar soap for all of your soap needs, really. So I think we have room for 20 bars, and we usually end up with, is it 17 or 18, I think. Let's see. Getting all the last bits of it out of the pot here. And okay, you can go wash that if you want, Leslie. And here we get 4, 8, 12, 15, 16.
Soap to wash the soap?
Yes.
17, 18 almost. You gonna get a full 18 on that one?
No.
Maybe with all of your scrapings. Yeah, so here it goes. We'll do something with this in, in a few days.